everyone, and welcome to Monsters and Maelstroms. Thank you for joining us for an evening of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Lola, and I will be your Dungeon Master tonight. We're thrilled to be streaming at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg. Monsters and Maelstroms is following the madcap crew of the Greedy Darwin as they attempt to thwart the divine and ghostly danger they've unwittingly wrought on themselves. Let's meet the characters.
Hello, my name is Nathan, and I use he/him pronouns. You can usually find me GMing over on the Reckless Attack podcast, but today I'll be playing Two-Toothed Myrtle, the commanding but not in charge wizard on this here boat, who also uses he/him pronouns.
Hi, I'm Kestrel, I use she/they pronouns, and I play Vale, a Tabaxi cleric who uses she/her pronouns. She is a professor turned sailor who once worked for the Apollos Convocation, teaching young mages to wield their magical arts before venturing out to see the many seas and see what many secrets the world had to offer.
Hello, I'm Mike. I use he/him pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Brian, who uses she/her pronouns. I've gone for a classic swashbuckler, really sort of leaning into the theme, and hopefully going to be taking advantage of the swashbuckler skills to spin, fly, and launch myself around the map, and hopefully pull something epic off.
Hi, my name is Ali. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing another member of the Oryx clan, this time Oryx, Ash, Main, or Ashi for the friends. Ashi is a very rather slender bard, Leonin, and he's a little bit of a weird character, but he takes care of the others as well. Let's find out what is he up to, and I hope you enjoyed this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another thrilling episode of Monsters and Maelstroms. And this is how I'm like, is that pronounced correctly? I don't know. Who cares? We're here. And, sorry, excuse my cough. We're here and ready to begin again. But before we begin, I want to do a little recap for you all. In the last session, we rejoined the crew of the Greedy Darwin. Perhaps a night and day after the events of the Unquiet Wreck, where they had basically just settled back onto the ship and were about to set their heading back towards their contact on shore. At the beginning of their shift, only to realize that Copperbox was not going to be joining them, because for some reason Copperbox wasn't waking. Whilst they pondered that, we swept over the water to a raft in which we met Ashi, who was stranded from a wreck that had happened, well, maybe the night before, the week before, we don't know. We have to find out. However, in that situation, them spotting Ashi, they also spotted something else in the water. Some sharks ready to attack, who also happened to be climbing up the ship because they weren't just sharks, they were also were-sharks, in which ensued a battle. They got to grips with the ship actions and the rest of their crew, whilst also some fun shenanigans meant that the ship and Ashi got closer together. There was some shark punching and lassoing, or attempts, and wonderful use of the ship by Brian, but we ended with a little bit of somewhat strange relations with the returning crew member, Ashi, and the rest of the crew. Though Hom was absolutely endeared of Ashi and very trusting. So trusting, in fact, that I do believe Hom thinks they may have been infected by some kind of were-shark curse.
Look, my good friend Ashley told me I was going to be a were-shark, so I'm going to be a were-shark. I can't wait.
That's my objective for the game.
And then, of course, we have both the wonderful Vale and Two-Toothed Myrtle communicating with the lovely wormling that appeared before in the Unquiet Wreck, but is now we know, somehow possessing Copperbox, forcing him into stasis, but also has a task for you all. And that's where we'll come back to.
Cool.
So, okay. Right now, both Vale and Myrtle have a connection with this wormling who's been corresponding with you through images and telling you things all in your head, whilst the others, had a little bit of a conversation about flying and were-sharks and such.
The important plot relevant stuff, yes, that's correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Just wasting time over here, really.
Candlekeep won it. The
Yes.
one to go to Candlekeep.
You have been told, or at least Myrtle and Vale have been told, that the box was originally destined for Candlekeep. With that knowledge in mind, what would you like to do?
Belle looks to Myrtle and is like, I mean, we gotta take them home, right? Like,
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Don't have to do nothing. That's the whole thing of being on a boat is we're free. But I'm not saying it. I disagree. I'm just saying we don't have
not
to do
in
anything.
the, like, obligation sort of sense, but more on just like the ethical sort of moral implications of us. I mean, I killed this thing technically, and then we stole it from that vault.
Yeah,
so
I don't see how that really affects the crew per se.
Gotcha.
Is this conversation happening aloud?
I think
Bella
Bella's talking out loud.
Okay.
And so, unless they have some kind of special connection to each other, then, like, mind to mind, then Vale and Myrtle would be talking aloud, though the conversation with the wormling is happening in their heads. Yeah.
What?
Oh,
I heard crew. Think I'm part of that.
Wormling, what you talking about?
dude, does everybody else see the like?
Yes, everyone can see the wormling. Hom attempted to stroke it earlier and didn't succeed on a persuasion check, so it's not.
No, I tried running animal handling and you wouldn't let me.
No. This is not strictly an animal.
What's that? Crew what? I'm part of the crew, aren't I? I'm not. Ashley's part of the crew. Brian's part of the crew.
Well, I'll find out.
Oh.
This little guy here, this little friend, wants
little.
like
is at this point much bigger than you, has already come over the shoulders of Copperbox and has put its claws and front feet on the ground and has wound its way around the two of you, who are rather close together at this point, also very close to Copperbox. So there's almost a little bit of a barrier between you and the rest of the group.
Blink your eyes multiple times if you're in danger.
Oh, this cute little guy here wants us to take the box
Just a cute little guy.
towering over Vale. Wants us to take the box that we were supposed to take to a contact to a place called Candlekeep. And that sounds really interesting, so I'm sort of for it.
They gone.
You would know that, well, one of the reasons why I think you're slightly keen to get this box to Candlekeep is that the keepers of Candlekeep, the Avowed, are, well, they are very interested in acquiring new knowledge, and in some cases would reward people who were to would reward people who were to bring something of note. Though, of course, we don't know what the original deal was. We don't know what the original crew that had this box warded had negotiated, or if there was something already in place.
Are they going to pay for it? Are they going to pay for it? There we go.
I mean, it's a library, so they'll probably pay us with, like, knowledge and books, which, honestly, sounds way more interesting than money.
I mean...
But with money, you can buy exactly what you want to research.
Some pieces of knowledge in this world that not even money can get you.
I don't really mind about the money, but I don't want anyone else to lose out. Like,
very noble, very fair. You know, they might reward us if we bring something with money, if we bring something this interesting back to them.
What's a Candlekeep?
It's like a big library. What is Candlekeep?
Like a big library, man.
It's a city.
Yeah,
It's a big library.
It's a massive it's a massive keep and almost citadel, but it's houses. The entire keep and fortress houses a massive library which has a huge collection of books, scrolls, and lore, and it is protected by the Avowed, who are kind of the keepers of that knowledge that are there to protect it, essentially. And they're all very powerful. And they're good people to have on your side, I would say, personally. I don't know. Yes,
Is this place close to the water? Like...
Yeah, it's just off...
Is it on the coast?
Yeah, it's on the coast. It's literally just... The part of it sits on the Sword Coast, just the west side of the fortress.
It's got a nice pub as well. Actually, that's how you sell it to me. There you go.
Yes, one of the reasons why this box is supposed to be going to the Candlekeep is because of the fact that it's very well protected and it has several wards, and of course powered by those Avowed and this wonderful little thing called a Mythal. Hasn't come up at all in any of the other World Together World. This one isn't currently making a hole in the world. I said currently.
That's a mythologist protective.
I mean...
As everyone is talking, I imagine that eventually Myrtle just like raises a stubby little turtle hand and is just like, all right. Lot being said, they're exciting. Cool knowledge, absolutely. Money, even more exciting. Adventure, whatever. Dragons, fine. Wizards, I've been one. Don't trust wizards, generally.
But you are a wizard.
You're a wizard,
Anyway.
Myrtle.
The point.
Myrtle, you know you're in trouble, right, when Hom is the one that's correcting you, right?
I'm a member of the crew. There's crew. You trust the crew, and there's everyone's crew first, and then everything outside of that. I am a wizard, but I'm a crew member.
But you're a wizard, and
it was over.
And Vale's a wizard, and Ashy's a wizard, and It's all just wizards, right? You won't cast spells as like wizard.
How'd you
actually-
dare?
You can't just all lump us together.
I mean,
Yes.
what's the difference? I don't.
It's not.
Well, okay, Han, so here are all the different delineations of magic, where they all come from, and it's just...
Myrtle
30 minutes
turns to Brian, Ashy, and it's like, no, this we can't make any decisions. We have to talk to the crew. We have to talk to the captain.
Oh, what if we hold like a crew meeting of some sort and
Of course.
present our findings with everyone?
Whilst all of this is happening and you're having this conversation kind of over/through the wormling that is kind of wound around you, it's just kind of continuing to wind its way around and across the ship, almost kind of scoping out its new domain, as it were.
Is it just getting bigger and bigger and bigger?
Yes.
At some point, I'm gonna go.
Are we at all concerned about this? I'm just checking.
Yes.
Oh.
It looks like this thing is quite powerful, just based on size. Why does it need our help?
I don't think it can move from Copperbox. Like it's the box that Copperbox has, it is like sort of tied to almost.
Yeah, but if it keeps getting bigger, maybe it can just like keep growing and growing and growing, and eventually it'll get to Candlekeep, but its box will still be here like a bridge.
Can they stop?
In
Ye-
your
yes,
heads, you hear, I am just exploring the rest of, well, what I will hope to be my temporary.
Do we all hear this?
No, this is still just in.
Sorry.
This is still just in Vale and Myrtle's homes. Heads. Homes, not heads. And hope to be my temporary home. Just know that if you refuse to take me to where I need to go, your friend won't be returning to you.
So,
I feel like Vale and Myrtle just like look at each other like, do we tell them that they said that? Is that
it might be important news because I feel like they want to keep Copperbox.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
radical honesty?
Yeah.
You can't have Copperbox. Copperbox is a person.
Do you want to break it to them, Myrtle, or should I?
You go ahead.
So, in addition to all the other things I said about Candlekeep, the dragon is talking to me and Myrtle right now and just told us that if we don't take it to Candlekeep, we're never going to see Copperbox again.
Well, there's nothing like a motivator of hostage taking.
Yeah, it sort of turned from like a really cool, beneficial thing to like, oh, we might lose our friend forever, so...
I don't like it anymore.
Yes, we went from let's make a decision to we have no choice.
Yeah.
Well, technically we have a choice, or more of an ultimatum, I suppose. Like, if we really, really didn't want to see, like, Copperbox again, then, like, there's an easy out, but, like, I think we all want to keep Copperbox
I mean,
around.
in fairness, Copperbox is right there. Is sitting there. Like, you can see
We can't
Copperbox.
see. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not the problem.
Hey, Vale, Myrtle, make the make me that back. Say if they take our friend away, then I'll just throw Copperbox overboard, and then they'll sink to the bottom. And ooh,
Have that in our hands. That's leverage. Okay. Do you have a name, Worm? Do you have a name? Or?
As I said, my name was lost to time.
That's true. You did say that. Sorry, that memory of our conversation was also lost at times.
Just a lot going on. We're sorry.
My name is lost at time. And you don't remember it? Okay.
So, I should notice that conversations are happening because they go like sort of quiet. Also, like, could it be like a little bit better? And actually, I think it's a little bit rude if you don't share your thoughts with all of us. Is it possible for you to talk to us? Actually, open up, like if everyone can hear you.
I mean, come over here.
The woman will look at you. Give me a wisdom save.
I choose to fail.
Okay.
You die.
It is now in your head also. Is now in your head also. You get those same kind of flashes of images of that sequence that, for the rest of the crew, started whilst they were sleeping. For you, I guess it's all entirely new. So I don't know how you would react to that sequence of images of a crystal sun being crushed and imploding, of the box being formed and made, the wormling being put into the box and sealing it, and as it glowed, and then the sequence of the box going onto the ship and then being opened and basically bringing you to the sequence of events that is happening right now, as well as a view, slightly hazy because the wormling hasn't been there yet, of Candlekeep.
What does Ashi has the impression of that put there because it's so valuable or because it's so dangerous?
I think. Give me an insight check.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Nice. 17.
Okay. I think with this general information, and as you look at the box, and also because you were part of the crew that was after this box, you think, well, there was certainly some value assigned to it, though I don't know, how much did you negotiate with the contact for?
No, but I'm referring like from all these images.
Yeah.
Do I get the impression that the purpose to put the creature in, not the box, because probably the people that wants the box has no idea, but from the images?
So I think from what you get from the images and that inside check is that figure that formed the box was divine, and there is definitely some kind of godly sort of intervention in terms of this item. Yeah. So you have the feeling that it's very possible that this box can be both incredibly valuable but possibly also very dangerous.
Cool. So actually has like moment, and it's like, I wonder if taking the box to Candlekeep will just make everything messier rather than just bring it to people that want to investigate.
Should
look at Myrtle, look at everyone.
Should we also like join in the conversation?
There is a capturing you two. I'm assuming you choose to fail, or
no?
Oh,
no?
I don't want ultra potatoes in my head.
Okay. Well, I mean, the wormling will stare at you both, and you can both make those wisdom saves then if you don't choose to fail.
16.
Okay, you pass.
And I rolled a natural 20.
You both pass. You're fine. You're not communicating with this wormling. It's just staring at you.
Step back a bit.
Remember that time when we went on holidays after a mission and I just said, lean in is one of those situations.
Yeah, but that did not end well for me.
Got sunburn, but sorry, I forgot the sunscreen.
I now have visions of this lobster getting even redder and like slightly browned.
You're good.
I look at Brian for like a back me up here that this is fucked up.
Again, like, are we all not paying attention to the fact that Hom is being the reasonable one here?
Hom is, I imagine Hom is not infrequently the one who just like boils things down to their simplest components and is just like, well, here are the facts, and is actually, in their own way, very insightful.
You are correct.
The idea of going on an adventure somewhere new, and to be honest, Vale getting excited about books is intriguing. Not that I particularly like being on land, but like, do you not really like being forced into something? Like, I thought we won anyway. We beat this. Can we not just... not subtle in the slightest, but she like puts her hand over her mouth and goes, just kill it again?
Yeah, that wasn't hard even last time. I was just like, oh.
But if we kill it, do we still have Copperbox back?
That issue, yeah.
How well did that work for your friends last time?
It was fine. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Talking to Hom.
So in your head you get, how well did that work for your friends last time? After all, I'm still here. And I will be here long after you're all gone.
I don't feel like you're making your case any better because I feel threatened now. So, if I have to vote to whether help you or not, however,
It is up to you.
Copperbox and I, we have some unfinished business. So,
And gold pieces, yeah.
I will try to compromise here. Vale, Myrtle, what are the chances? Actually, no, I will ask everyone. Do we have anyone that you care about in Candlekeep?
Like,
If, let's say, if Candlekeep suddenly burns to ashes, are we going to miss anyone from there?
That's so much stored information.
I don't even know what it is.
No person, but like that's so much.
I feel like we're moving off topic. I think what we need to remember is that we have a crewmate who's in trouble, and we can do something about it.
Yeah.
Yes. But what if helping him ends up affecting many other people?
Crew first.
I'd like to cast Augury.
Okay. Yep. Remind me of, it's where you cast the bones.
Cast bones.
We all know.
You get to decide if I find see visions of a good results, bad results, both, or just nothing.
Or
Ali, how bad is it that when I want to cast Augury, the first thing I thought was, he's not here?
Yes. I thought about my nipples.
And I just want to sort of see where the choice of helping this worm, like whether that will yield good results or not for us.
Okay. Yeah. How do you cast?
I don't
because your connection with your god is interesting.
It's very strange. So I don't think she has specifically bones. I think like with everything with this book, it is just pages from it. So she'll probably take out. I think she does you know those like sort of like leaf on the water sort of like reading sort of things. Mm-hmm. She like tears up a whole bunch of paper from a page, sort of scatters it across like the floor of the deck, and I think they start to shimmer a little bit and move into an image that only she'd be able to decrypt just based on whatever results are given.
Yeah.
I will just lean over to Brian and go,
"See, wizard."
Brian nods in agreement. That's not a fight that she's willing to take.
So these pieces kind of form up into an image. The question was again.
So, what will like come of us? Or, like, would it be a good thing or bad thing to help this guy?
You have to ask a specific, essentially, yes or no. Like, is this going to be good or bad for us?
Yeah, will it be a good thing to help this dragon for us?
So, and those pages kind of form up into a wheel, though there seems to be a little bit of, like, as you said, when there is a message on those pages that then get put into water, and then they, as the pages get wet, that image kind of comes forward. It almost kind of comes up, saying that essentially, either way, your ship is marked. So it's kind of real, but also, I mean, your ship is not in a great position.
So either way, we have to make a decision. Otherwise, we're a little fucked. That's good to know.
Like a cosmic check mark?
I mean, Danae is saying good. Do the thing. It's good.
Oh, it's a thumbs up. It's like it's like an emote. It's just a
yeah.
Because of what you said, it's
yeah. It's a little bit of it's wheel, but a little bit of whoa.
Good news, everyone. So, there's a good chance that this goes well for us if we do help the worm. I don't know what specifically will come out of it. Bad news is, like, whatever decision we make, the ship is, like, in a bit of a bad position just because I think this worm is here. So we will have to act one way or another.
There are consequences for having taken me out of my ward.
It's telling us that there are consequences for even tampering with this, yeah. So, should we hold a ship-wide meeting and get a wider crew consensus? See what the captain thinks?
Yeah.
Must.
Okay.
So Ashley gets a vote, right?
Oh, yeah.
I get two, actually.
Okay.
No, I'm joking.
You want to vote for Copperbox?
I think Akoja is...
Oh, okay.
Akoja is standing there, like, content to mostly let you interact with this thing. They didn't come down and do any of the combating. They're very much just like, oof.
I love that they're a bit. I love that the captain is spinning, going, "This looks like a you problem."
I'm a hands-off kind of captain. I let my team kind of figure out what is interesting to them.
Effort,
I'm going for a business lunch. You handle it.
they've got to leave the space for Myrtle to be Myrtle.
Yes.
It's a very democratic ship, but there is okay, well, there's a tap of the gong. Basically, a lot of the crew. So after the excitement of the weresharks kind of encroaching on the ship and having to speed up to try and get to Ashy in time, the crew that was going off shift has kind of made their way back to quarters to like try and get some sleep. Never mind the fact that there's this massive worm like winding its way around the center of the ship. It was very much like that is the problem of the people that are more powerful and can possibly deal with this thing very much. Your crew, other than Warbler, who has some small magics, your crew isn't particularly magical or powerful.
All those red shirts.
So there is actually, Koja had reached for the stick to bang the gong, but glances over at just to get everyone back onto the center of the ship, but glances over at Myrtle and is like, to hand it to you as I can do this, but I kind of know that you would probably want to do that.
Myrtle, ring the decision gong.
I don't know. See, Myrtle.
Okay, so they'll go.
I feel like Myrtle would be like, I'm not the captain. That's not my job. Again, Myrtle is bossy, but is never wants to be in charge. Is always like, well, I am telling you, you are in charge now, or the captain will make a decision.
No. The captain
so Myrtle would be like,
always the bridesmaid.
Okay. So the captain will nod their assent and bang the gong.
And then immediately Myrtle starts yelling. All right, the gong has been banged, and now let's all get out of the hammocks. Let's go.
So after that, the worm kind of seeing that things are happening and decisions are being made kind of winds its way back over to just perching on top of Cobb Box and has almost seemed to contract into the box. So most of it is now back in the box and it is just watching these proceedings. But as the gong is rung and...
Quick question.
Yeah?
Could I have the idea that is the box or the creature, probably both, that is sending this signal of attack here, attack here?
So we'll do what we did last time. Make an Arcana and insight type thing. So roll Arcana, add, if you have a bonus with insight, add it to them.
Okay. So let me give you, the Arcana first. 17.
Okay, and what is your plus for insight?
I have a so 20 total.
Okay, you cut off a little bit there, so I didn't.
3, so 20 total.
Okay, cool. With that 20, you kind of get and from all those images, you have the idea that the wormling, the dragon, is there very much to protect the box. And the whole thing with the wards is very much because this is an incredibly powerful object, and just it being it not having layers of protection is possibly not necessarily sending out a signal, but there are both kind of, not mundane, not so mundane, but mundane and divine eyes that are interested in it. I mean, you know this already because your contact has specifically said they want the box, but you have a feeling that having taken it out of its ward, it is now seeable. or scribable, as it were.
Yeah.
So it's less that it is sending out a signal in itself, but rather the item that the box is protecting and that the wormling is protecting is prevented.
Ashi wants to. Well, Ashi doesn't want anything. Ali wants to cast non-detection on this thing, but I'm not sure if it makes sense to do it now or after the ball thing. Well, after the council. So
Maybe that's something you bring up at the meeting.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so
what you're saying is Ali's worked out this might be a problem. Ashi's non.
Ashi literally is like, yeah, let's take this on.
Yes. Yeah. So the rest of the crew will kind of begrudgingly form up in this central kind of spot around you, though you note that most of them are keeping their distance from Copperbox on this.
Yeah.
As much as they can. Right. So we have a decision to make. I mean, I wasn't, but it seems that we have a possible new heading.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out a page and fashion it like a little
A cravat, a bow tie.
Like ascots. Make myself a little bit more fancy as I give myself. Was it Fox's Cunning? No.
Eagles, I think.
Eagle's Splendor. Yeah.
If I only had Counterspell.
We just want to go, no. Like, that's basically what you want to do.
Very casually, just casting Dispel Magic in the background.
I mean, if anybody wants to. But yeah, no, so Vale sort of like steps up and speaks and says, yes, so it's very recently come to our attention that, the artifact that our contact has requested has been...
Artifact? I thought it was just a box. You said it was just a box.
That's what we thought initially. We weren't given a lot of information. But as it turns out, there's a lot more to it than we truly understand. And it has affected one of our crewmates, Copperbox. Now.
There is a general kind of like, oh no, Copperbox is much beloved.
They're cool.
Lovers.
Yes, sadly, we have had to cancel Copperbox's open mic night later this week.
Rhubarb.
But there is a good chance that we can get Copperbox back unharmed if we follow the demands of the worm that has possessed him.
There is a... you know how... you know what it would look like if a dragon gave a very toothy grin? It's not really... It's not comforting.
No, not at all.
Can we roll to know how many people... No, to how many people Copperbox owns money?
I mean... You haven't been on this ship in a while, so I don't think that you would be able to deduce that. I don't... Like, is there any of you who might be keeping notes?
I mean, I'm the logkeeper for the ship.
Myrtle, probably.
Myrtle, true, yeah.
Yeah, I'm back and forth. Either Myrtle knows down to the dime, or is just like, it's not my business. But I think probably Myrtle couldn't help himself and is like, just keeping, he's not confronting anyone about anything, but Myrtle just feels more comfortable knowing that information.
Well, see, the thing is, you did have a bit of a thing with Ashi as Ashi got back onto this ship because there was some money owed. So I do feel like you might know.
Yeah,
unless that was a particularly personal thing between you and Ashi.
Yeah, Myrtle's a narc. We've been through this. Myrtle's a narc, Nathan. Don't.
Myrtle is an individual who knows things, and will share that information if he thinks there might be a problem.
Wow, sounds a lot like the word narc to me.
I'm just trying to make sure the ship runs well.
Sorry, I missed what you said.
He just said he was a narc. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything you wish to do with this information? Or you just...
I have no idea. Ashi was the one asking.
Yeah, is Ashi just kind of scoping out?
Ashi was just wondering.
Yeah, it's trying to do the maths. Like, if there is a vote, who should I trying to guess the odds?
You want to bet on how we're going to vote?
No.
That's some voteception.
It's no, but then actually Brian and Oryx Ashi are already doing those tickets, tickets into the ship.
Is Ashi a scalper?
Is Ashi a scalper? Of course he is.
I don't know what you have tickets for, other than the open mic night, obviously.
You need tickets?
I'm not going to say. I don't think we established exactly why Ashi is not on the crew anymore, but this is maybe not part of it.
Many reasons. It might be the interesting choice of musical instruments. Possibly other interactions with the rest of the crew.
Copperbox needed something to accompany Riders on the Storm. There's going to be something there.
Needed an opening act,
Yeah. Okay, well, you have a decision to make.
Vale was basically
the rest of the crew kind of forms up, but it's very much look, we took on you got a bunch of stuff from the ship that it looks like we've got a payday coming for us either way. I'm not too keen on this being on the ship, but if that means that Copperbox is not on the ship, we're a crew, and I think that as best as possible, we should stick together. Disagreements notwithstanding. There is a look at Ashi, yeah, and.
Ashi will cast message and pointing to Vale, just saying, I think the crew needs to know all the information, including the risk and being marked.
I mean, we're already marked anyway, whether or not we go to our contact or Candlekeep.
I will lean over to Brian.
Which way are you voting?
It's getting really messy really quickly, and I love it. So we've got to follow it somehow. I'm just staying quiet in the background, just taking in the confusion that I'm feeling and watching everybody else feel.
Yeah,
that probably wasn't helpful, actually.
No, that's how I feel too.
You would know that Hom tends to ask which way you're voting and then votes the same way because he doesn't really get it.
Does the captain share any more information, or is this pretty much?
The captain doesn't have more information than you.
Right, but in terms of like we've told the crew the basics, of like, hey, here's the situation, weird dragon spirit guarding box now is also possessed copper box. It's telling us needs to go here. We might get some money kind of situation. Is that kind of like the extent of it? Have we talked about how it's like essentially threatened copper box? And be like, well, it'll just sit there in copper box.
You forgot about the ultra potato. If that's how you pronounce it, right? Ultra potato?
Yeah, definitely ultra potato.
Yeah. Don't forget about that bit, being threatened and the death of copper or the sinking of copper or something.
Oh yeah, I was going to throw copper overboard for some reason.
That was the ultra potato. You were going to throw copper off.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
There is a little bit of tittering. A little bit of tittering. And Errol, the first mate, this lovely, tall, half-orc woman has just crossed her arms and is like looking down at a couple of you.
Sorry.
Well, one of you. And
can't look down at me.
Yeah, I know. No. To be fair, they're like the crew is all kind of varying shapes and sizes, and there aren't whilst there aren't that many that are the same size as Two-Tooth Myrtle, there are not as many that are your size. There's maybe one or two.
I think Myrtle at this point would have, since he knew that there was a vote coming, would have gotten out I think there's just a bit of canvas that he just has for these sorts of occasions, and he brings it out and kind of has been hanging it up as people have been talking, just on one of the walls of whatever room we're in, or on the. So
you're on the deck. You're on the main deck in the middle, and I think what I imagine if this is a regular occurrence, there is probably a board that you use that is on the. I think there's no left and right. Is it at the? Oh God! Now I can't.
Do you want left or right?
Stern, back, the back of the ship. Yeah, the stern. Okay, at the stern. On the stern cabins, there is a board that you can put this canvas on.
I'm trying so hard to work in a hanging Chad joke, and I just can't get there. Is there a guy called Chad who hangs off it? No, that's very obscure.
Classic sailor named Chad. So Myrtle has put all this up, and is all this conversation and stuff is going. I think Myrtle is often, well, he's not the one to call the meeting. He is often the one who takes notes and or tallies votes, especially when there's any sort of public voting as opposed to private voting or whatever. And he has laid out a yay or nay kind of little setup. And he, while technically not telling people what to do, kind of wiggles his fingers a little bit and conjures this very large, plumed magical quill that's, the feather is as large as he is, basically. And
everything seems to be very large around you.
Exactly. It's just proportionally.
Oh, excuse me.
I mean, yeah.
As you float up on your huge book, so that this thing is now also your height.
Correct. And he marks down on the yay for going and doing this thing, marks it down, and just one little tally mark, and just kind of turns around to everyone else and says, "No crew left behind," and looks at kind of everyone on the ship, and pauses a moment, and
was "You should probably put one on for Copperbox too."
In the bylaws, it says you have to be conscious to vote, and I don't know what he's up to, but I think it falls under incapacitated by the rules of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. He doesn't get a vote. Now line up.
Thing to that, yeah.
Can you roll me a persuasion check, Nathan?
Can I cast guidance on level?
Natural 20, baby.
Oh,
Okay.
21.
Right? I think
I'm not very
Squeaker
persuasive. I just yell.
I'm gonna get up and join the queue and be like, okay.
Right, well, I mean, that persuasion, wait, was that persuasion for, like, Cobbox doesn't get a vote, or is that a, I'm trying to convince everyone through my,
I think it was a persuasion.
Example.
I think it was a persuasion to have Hom get in line specifically.
Okay. Okay.
I will happily re-roll, or I don't know, maybe carry it over if you'd like.
It
for,
depends. Are you trying to intimidate the rest of the crew into falling into line, or do you have any?
I think
designs either way.
I think he is just like I think he's more of just like not really intimidating. I think he's not good at either intimidating or persuading particularly. He is literally just says stuff, and most of the time people do not listen, or he just keeps yelling until they just give up basically. Or decide otherwise. And so this was just him to be like to try and get like momentum going, you know? And just try to be like, all right, this is obviously what we're doing now. And some people might just be like, well, all right, sure. Myrtle's yelling, so
I think a couple of crew does file up to you, but and there will be like a couple added to the yays and a couple added to the nays.
As I go up to put my mark on the yays or nays, I will look at Myrtle, lean towards the yay, look for any kind of positive reaction.
Myrtle's trying really hard to remain neutral, but is like, you just see one turtle eyebrow slowly go up as you get closer.
Is that a good eyebrow or a bad eyebrow? I don't know.
Myrtle is not good at communication. He's just loud.
Then I will look back at Brian.
She just like stares you out, and then you just see like almost like from the periphery, just like a pickle. Incite what you will from that.
I'll look across at Ashy, desperate for someone to give me a hint of what the right answer is.
I will sigh and
Ashy's
say,
going no. I'll go.
And Myrtle, you see, Ashy would see Myrtle like float over on his book and just fucking death glare. Ashy, it is TBD if Ashy is actually, I don't know. I assume Ashy is counted as part of the crew, but also Myrtle's like, him I can be upset with maybe.
So hang on. Do I look at Ashy, who gives a very obvious no, then look back at Myrtle, who gives a very obvious death glare at Ashy? It's just actually like unsure of what to do.
You have one PC left, Chris.
I look back across the veil. Look at. I'll put it in the middle.
Maybe.
I imagine this happens a non-zero amount. There's got to be some procedures in the bylaws to kind of figure out how to resolve this.
yeah,
You know, it's like half a vote
put one
either
in the
direction.
EA column, but yeah.
I don't know.
How are the three of you voting? Brian, Ashy, and Vale.
Oh, I'm voting yes.
Okay. So that is math. Shit.
That is math. That is indeed math.
Okay.
She actually will vote no, but what is Myrtle sort of doing?
So you've got.
Is he really putting attention into what the others put, or is just supervising?
He is more. I think he is like the way that he communicated what he feels is the right thing to do is he said, like, don't leave crew behind. Like, you help your crew if you can. And is kind of like pointedly looking at people as that is being kind of ingested. But I do think that Myrtle ultimately tries really hard, despite his actual desires and instincts, to just be like, well, if the crew says no, then that's fine. And at least the crew decided. So it's not like he's not holding grudges if they vote no, but he is, presiding.
Well, you've got kind of a little bit of a half and half. You've got 3 of the rest of the crew on each side, and 2 of them have also gone and scurried over and like popped marks underneath Homs in the middle.
Friends there. Homs is a friend there.
So what happens if we don't do it?
One thing feels certain, and that is we might not see Copperbox again.
Yeah, I'd have to throw him in the sea.
That is one Ultra Potato, yeah.
Yep. The Ultra Potato.
Okay. And is that... Are we all that disposable?
That's why I want us to do this, but it's not my decision alone to make. That's the whole crew's to make.
Vale, from all your expert knowledge that you have gathered in your trips and holidays and, all those things that you do, could you say that there is usually only one way to do things, or could you say that there is usually multiple ways to achieve a goal?
Just like a cat-sly smile as Ashy asks that. I mean, if you have any other ideas, Ashy.
No, I'm not saying that I have an idea. I'm just saying I'm just saying that we should not think that this is the only way to save Copperbox. In my experience, there is always a plan B and a C and so on to the set. So, answering to your question, you are not disposable because we will find always a way to save every crewmate.
How are you going to save Copperbox if you chuck him over the side?
We're not going to do that.
That's not happening.
That's not good. We're not going to do that. But bringing the box to Candlekeep may be not the only option. That's all I'm saying.
How about yes?
Well, Aura is kind of incredibly confused, and if one of those people has popped their tally in the middle under Hom and is scurried back.
Could I do a spell or a check? Because Ashley makes a really good point, and under better circumstances, Vale would probably follow that kind of
persuasion check.
How long till we get to Candlekeep?
There is a persuasion check that is worth happening. There is much thinking to do. However, you'll have to find out what the crew decides after the break.
Ah,
nice.
So yes, our break will be about 10 minutes or so, and we will see you after that. Hello, everyone, and we are back from our break. And at the top of the session, we had a lot of conversation, a little bit of a vote, and we had concluded. Oh, well, I do believe the only person left to vote was Ashley.
I voted no.
No? Okay. Well, then that is 3 votes for yes, 1 abstention, and 1 vote for no. However, the rest of the crew was also split, and it was 3 and 3. So I think that the answer is yes, you are going to Candlekeep.
Okay.
That actually makes a really good point about maybe there's a third choice for us to make.
There is a third choice, possibly.
We can always bring it back to the crew.
However,
But there's only 2 boxes on the wall.
and you picked a third middle secret thing that didn't exist and existed after you.
No, what I'm saying is,
Ham is incapacitated for the rest of the event.
in economics, you need perfect market information to make a decision. And I feel like we don't have perfect market information at this point.
Well,
Ali, out of character, but no, you need perfect to make the right decision. That's the line.
You can always make a decision.
well, of course, as this vote is made and it is settled that you are going towards Candlekeep, the wormling does kind of observe all this and then wind the rest of its body back into the box.
Once the worm is inside, I approach to the others and say, I think I could do something about people being after the ship. Of course, they know that we have it, but for 8 hours, which is an arbitrary period of time, I could make this box literally undetectable by magic means.
Non-detection?
Do you think that could help?
I was actually thinking something very similar, so yeah, no, that'd be great.
And what happens in 8 hours?
We can move without people knowing where we are.
And if you'd like, Ashi, I can also cast it after the 8 hours, or your 8 hours are done as well, so you don't even have to worry about the full day.
So, every 8 hours, people won't know where it is.
Effectively. We might have less encounters like the ones with those sharks.
Well, not necessarily, I guess, if we cast it before the first spell is finished.
I think the captain is still there saying, it sounds like a good idea, though. Would this be for the ship or the box?
For the box.
Right. So they'd still know where we are.
You can touch a place with a non-detection spell.
Yeah, but it's 10 feet, I think.
It's 10 feet, yeah, that's very true.
So what Ali is hearing is, even if I cast non-detection, the ship's still marked.
Yeah, your captain is asking, does this protect the ship?
Yeah. The answer is no. So, but I think Ashi has made up the math to say, this is the box is the thing that is sending the signal.
Could we put the ship in a box?
I don't think we have a box that big. You know, we'll deal with whatever comes, you know? We dealt with those sharks. We dealt with the worm in that box. I'm not afraid of whatever tries to come for us.
No, if that's the best they've got.
Are we going to fight more sharks?
It could be sharks. It could be jellyfish next time.
Oh, that taste is good. Sting all the way down.
You know, I wasn't thinking about eating them, but yeah, I suppose they would.
On that, uncomfortable thought, the rest of the day passes. I don't know if there's any conversations that you'll wish to have with each other individually or otherwise.
I mean, I think if Ashy, and it made it seem like, I think Ashy, you were saying it out loud of there's always more options, right? I think Myrtle would take that pretty seriously and, try to be studying the box, questioning the spirit, as much as Myrtle feels kind of is wildly responsible, you know. But I think, and he would be happy to work with any member of the party or the crew to kind of further those ends, and or would just be trying to like learn more or figure out more about Candlekeep itself. But you know, I think there is, you know, at least validity to figure it out.
The wormling is still there, still like as you go closer to the box at any point over this day or the next couple of days, you will kind of feel that sort of static in your head, indicating that it is listening, present. So if you had anything you wanted to ask specifically.
I think Myrtle, I think first and foremost, Myrtle is still not sure what this thing is. I mean, he might have guesses, and I'm sure that we've talked about it, you know, like a little bit kind of theorizing on our own. But I think Myrtle is really interested in trying to figure out what is going on and like what is it exactly that we're delivering to Candlekeep, and with that information, does more information kind of information or options kind of come to light, you know? So just as like, I think he would spend at least some time like maybe doing an Arcana check or something like that to really figure out like what is this exactly, and why are people so interested in it?
What's in
other
the
than
box?
cool, weird dragon spirit?
I guess you might have a conversation with the spirit. I would say that whenever you do all sleep, you would still get those images kind of flashing through your heads in visions, and perhaps if you were to ask the wormling, and you would, okay, give me an Arcana check, Arcana insight as before, to see how much you might deduce, or you know what, no, instead of insight, history. Are those the same stat? Those are the same stat. Right?
Just to confirm, I could have shared all the information that I also got from the god and the insights.
Yes, okay. Wait, hang on. This is the problem. I don't have a character sheet in front of me. Both Arcana and History are intelligence, right?
Yeah, and they're the same for me too. The same bonus.
Okay, yeah. Well, roll either, I guess.
24.
Okay. Based on that information, I think from kind of questioning and perhaps these visions and dreams, you might, you would deduce that the creature that kind of crushes the crystal sun was some kind of dragon god? Perhaps the dragon god? And maybe the thing in the box is somewhat connected or linked to Asgarath. And perhaps that is one of the reasons why it is so coveted. That perhaps this thing, this fragment of Io is could upset the balance of things in this material plane.
In a good way, in a positive law/goods kind of end of the spectrum way?
I do believe that depends entirely on who holds it.
Well, you can't trust wizards, first of all, so that really complicates things. But okay, that is useful information. And again, Myrtle would be telling everyone, especially like the captain and kind of like the group of like us, you know, of trying to keep people abreast of like what he's kind of figuring it out, especially as the stakes continue to increase.
With that 24, you would probably, having maybe spent some more time looking at the box and getting an understanding of what is in it, you would understand that it is the box has its own protections. It is not without, obviously, its guardian, the Wyrmling, but it also has its own protection. It is not easy to open.
Yeah, so I think Myrtle would just kind of confirm all that with everyone and just kind of reiterate, like, these are the stakes. It's not just like a box with like a cool ruby in it. It is, or maybe it is a cool ruby, but like it's an especially cool ruby and should be handled accordingly.
I guess that also leads to some sort of conversation about whether your contact is the best person to hold it.
I would offer to Brian to go and play some liar's dice. Just stare, because people keep saying things. I'm goes,
That sounds real important.
Yeah, we played. Do we have like a cargo crane or anything like that on the ship? You know, like
Cargo
those
crane.
Those smaller ones that are usually run by ropes that you use.
I think that there is some sort of police system that can be set up, and like
how strong?
It has to be pretty strong to get cargo from the bottom onto the ship or on the bottom of the sea. Because obviously, when you are on the water, it's not a case of I'm just going to put planks down and lead directly onto the ship. It's very much like it's got to be able to manage pulling things up from the bottom.
Awesome.
So it'd be pretty strong.
I'd like to hang home from it and go fishing.
I'm down.
That's like, I imagine that takes up a lot of Hom and Brian's time.
Sounds like a great idea.
Would you like to roll for me? Just give me a investigation check.
Oh.
No, give me an attack roll and then a D100. Well, actually, no, give me the attack roll and then I'll ask you for it.
Am I doing the attack roll for being the person, or am I the bait? I'm confused.
Oh, were you?
You're almost both.
I don't know what you're fishing for, because there are very few things that will be able to see Hom as food.
No, but I've got pincer claws, so I can go.
Yeah, that's the idea. Instead of using a line and hook, you just do use a Hom with a hook.
Yes, though.
That's a
if you remember when you okay, I think Hom also may have to roll me something as well. Because if you remember when you were down in the water, Hom is not the most attractive to fish.
I disagree. So
one.
Ashi will cast Fairy Fire on Hom. So now it's an attractive and lighting.
Glowing.
I'll give guidance to Hom as well, just to like have some divine direction in this.
But it also makes Hom happy because they get to just be in the water but get dragged along. So they don't
I
have
am
to swim.
interested in the conversation between Ashi and Hom. Is this recommended?
I am humming. If you were there and the ship was going past and there's this glowing lobster person just skipping through the waves, being hung off the side, I will be quietly humming "The Vengabus is coming," obviously.
Ashi will shout, "Step number 5, you start lighting up."
Oh, okay.
In which case, I'm also spent most of the time in the water, eyes squeezed tight, going,
Shark. Shark. Oh.
Well,
I think the days pass in some combination of discussion, investigation, and fishing, and you find that as time goes on, it's been relatively quiet. You haven't seen anything else or anyone else, but the days do start to get a little. The weather changes essentially, so as you sail and kind of come towards the cloud bank. It's not stormy. It's just there seems to be a little bit more fog on the water, and it's just a little bit darker and cloudier. But other than that, it's fine. Until you'll go off shift.
Actually, we don't have a bunk for you anymore, but I don't use mine, so you can have mine.
I don't know, it's fine. I rarely sleep.
You what?
I rarely sleep. I just lean into things. I don't like nightmares. I have a lot of nightmares.
Do you want to do the thing we did beforehand where I, cuddle you?
That actually could be nice.
Right.
And I think I cuddle it to like a single claw because she is like thin as hell.
Look, you have the warm, tender embrace of sharp, spiky lobster arms. It's up to you how you take that.
Not a
classically
comfortable.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think if this is something that has been established as something that has happened in previous times, I think you have found a way of winding your slightly thinner body around this arm so that the spikes all miss you, and you just cuddle against the floor.
Yes.
And honestly, it's a very cute sight.
Is it?
I don't know. I have no. In fact, roll for cuteness.
What's the cuteness roll? I don't
know. Luck. Roll.
Give me a roll. D100? It's a D20? What do you want?
Yeah. Give me a D100.
Right.
Oh, you know what? You didn't even give me the D100 for how many fish you caught, but it's fine.
Oh, I'll roll that first.
Yeah.
Or it's all the same because
18.
Cuteness obviously is tied into catching fish too. So
I caught 18.
18 for the cuteness or 18 fish?
18 fish.
Okay.
75 for the cuteness.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty damn cute. Pretty damn cute. I think some of the crew that have left, are getting up and ready to leave to go on shift, have kind of gone, oh.
I got a second claw. Office open.
And now we've got to be on shift.
Okay.
So you all settle down to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Only to be awoken by shouting from the rest of the crew outside as, well, do any of you get up and see what's going on, is that?
You coming, Ashley?
I think I just lightly put if you just walk,
okay.
Ashley will just...
I will go up and I've got Ashley.
Go up. So as you step outside, can you give me a perception check?
Yeah. 19.
Okay. So you can see it. Some of the crew can't, and there's a shout from Warbler at the top going, I think I see something. You can also see this thing. It looks like the shape of another ship. Not in the distance. It seems to be that there is something that it's got no lights, and it's just kind of gliding through the mists that have seemed to double and risen higher overnight as you were sleeping.
Is anyone else on deck at this point, or is it just me and...
So Warbler's up top.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got yourself and Ashy, and you've got the rest of the crew that is on shift. So there are about 7 others as well.
Any other player characters?
These, I don't know. Do you wake up at the kind of shouts? I think I see something.
Yeah, I think Ashley would just out of confusion, Not just
Oh, you
slightly.
fell asleep on the arm.
Yeah, just slightly crush at Hum's arms. Just like, what's going on? What's going on? And it's like, oh, sorry. Slowly letting go.
It's armor. It's fine. I'm just going to look at you and say,
That's a ghost ship.
Ashley will be like, they found me.
What? Okay, so
quick,
as this
throw Ashy off the edge.
Okay.
as
Like Seth
this
Ashley.
ship begins to part the mist and almost come gliding silently on side, I think, Hom, that you will begin to see there are shapes on deck. They're shrouded in darkness, but like you don't have dark vision.
yeah, I do. 60
Do
feet.
you?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I could. Yeah, so you see these shapes that are kind of still shrouded in darkness. You can just about make them out, but as it begins to draw alongside, you will see this torch be lit, center of the deck, underneath the mast, and a banner will unfurl. And on that banner, you see the shape of
A ghost.
a skull
A ghost skull, yeah.
and crossbones
Oh, it's
With-
Ghost Pirates. Okay.
with a ribbon that winds around and through around the bones and through the skull in red.
Means absolutely fuck all to me, Loda. Is that something I should know?
Yeah, well, I mean, you should have it. But yes, a ribbon that runs around through the skull in red. And at that point, I would like you to roll initiative as the rest of the lights begin to come up on deck. And
Seriously, are the rest of you here? Or is it just me
I
and
don't
Ashley?
know. I don't know.
Been
Are you
shouting.
calling for them?
Probably still asleep, honestly.
Mike? Is Brian there?
Well, I'd quite like to have
You
snuck.
got up, yeah.
Oh, it's
But
not.
I would
but
like you to
not
roll
be
me
seen.
initiative. So,
Yeah,
yeah, roll
it'd
me
be cool to be
initiative.
up there, just
And the
not
rest
see
of
it.
Not seeing it. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, what I will do, I will canonically look at when Ashley's on my arm, look up, and when the thing unfurls, go,
Oh, it's Ghost Pirates. Okay.
like, that's genuinely the reaction.
It's quietly.
And then
Well, the
if
rest
Hom
of you,
did
if you're
any-
still asleep, will be woken up to screams because there is a loud kind of more like cry from the other ship as it comes alongside, and
Very noisy Ghost Pirates.
yeah, they will also. I mean, with the rest of the torches going on the ship, you will realize that actually they're not ghosts. They look pretty alive. Pretty alive and trying to board your ship.
Yeah.
So
I've seen my intelligence score. I still think they're ghosts.
okay.
I've seen
But
my
there
intelligence
is-
score, and I know they're ghosts.
I rolled a 4.
Oh no. Oh no.
You too?
4 and an 8, and I rolled for your ship and I rolled for their ship. What did you get? Well,
I got a 24.
oh,
Natural
I think
20.
it is that wonderful feline agility that woken to screams
Ears
suddenly.
perk up, they like sit up bolt straight. Like, going on out there?
Brian?
A 15 on the low sec.
Ashy.
22.
22. Ah, wonderful. Okay. First, the crew on your ship. There's already positions will go first at the top
Nice.
of the round, and they, whilst on deck, they're not surprised. Well, there is some element of surprise, but they can still spring into action. What would you like them to do?
Okay, ship's actions are either fire the ballista, fire the mangonel, or move. And the mangonel, they can't hit targets within 60 feet of it, so ballista, and do we want to move away or do we want to kick their asses?
We want to get the mangonel going. We could move away to prep to use that as our next action.
Put some distance between us as we try to move parallel to them, yeah.
Okay.
Can we get 60 feet away?
Can you get 60 feet away? I do believe you can at this point, because they don't go before you. If they had gone before you, that might have been a thing, but I think...
60 feet while sailing with the wind, or 15 or 45 feet in general, so we couldn't get far enough away unless we happen to be with the wind again to mangonel them.
Can we move twice?
Good. You wouldn't be able to fire your ballista?
Yeah, 2 actions, one of which is if movement is an action. So we could move and then fire if we get 60 feet away, which actually... ship rules in D&D are limited at best. I'm presuming that we can't just go whatever direction the wind is in, we sail that way 60 feet and then fire the mangonel.
You could.
Ships have to turn. Yeah.
You could. However, the mangonel is placed in the midship.
Mm-hmm.
So it would literally be, somewhat blocked by range of vision. You have to come, I guess, slightly alongside it.
But 60 feet away.
Yeah. Well, so when I say slightly alongside it, I mean perpendicular-ish, or like in that sort of.
So is it too much in our movement to go from side by side, to go off at an angle, turn around, fire and then turn to be head forward facing, and then fire the mangonel at it when we can't fire within 60 feet?
So I would note you would be sailing into the wind. The wind hasn't, but it's been pretty calm. So you would only be going 45, unless you did a double move.
Do we want to just use the ballista?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
In which case, do we want to stay close to them so that they can't use their mangonels or whatever?
Well, we could. That does mean we've got the potential to put a HOM on the other ship if we're close to them. So, and that sounds like a horrifically terrifying concept for them.
Yeah, I'm happy bringing them in close and seeing why they shouldn't have messed with us in the first place via HOM.
Okay. In that case, are you firing that ballista?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so you've fired your ballista at them, and can you make that?
Who wants to roll the ballista?
Yeah.
Someone volunteer.
Castrel's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I can. I luckily have the sheet in front of me. Plus 6 to the roll, so let's see. It's 12 total for the first bolt. How many times can we attack with it?
Just once.
Just once, okay.
Actually, no, we're not moving.
You can do twice if you didn't wish to move. So.
So the first
Did we hit the other one with it? Did we hit it with a 12?
What was your 12? What are you aiming for? So this ship that was previously shrouded in darkness, as it comes alongside you, and you can see that it is quite a bit bigger than yourselves, the forecastle and quarterdeck loom up ahead of you, and on the main deck you can see several figures that are both above, kind of looking over at you, kind of lit by the light of torches, whilst down you can see that there are oars sticking out of a lower deck that is both all wind powered and aided by oars. So what are you attempting to hit? Because you can see that they also have their own weaponry and ballistas, as well as mangonels, though you are lucky that instead of choosing to, provide a ruder awakening by ramming you, they have come alongside. So there is the main hull, to attack the sails, the oars, their weaponry, or themselves.
Should we try to incapacitate their ship and get away, or do we want to just destroy them?
Lola, how much bigger than us is this ship?
It's quite a bit bigger. I would say it's quite a bit longer.
Well, we've chosen not to run, so let's fucking annihilate them.
Sure. I'll go for their main deck, just if there's...
For sure.
Where it's most
for
populated,
sure.
just...
12 does not hit.
What about a 25?
Boom!
Absolutely.
That's
with
3.
the 12, did you add the plus?
It was a 6 on a die.
Yes.
And
The
second was a
25
19.
does hit. Please give me
cool.
that damage.
3d10. So
That
let's
is
see.
a 3d10, yes.
Decent. 22.
Okay, so as you have sprung into action and run over to the ballista.
It's
not us doing it, it's the ship's turn, technically.
Oh, yes, very true.
Phil's still just bleary eyed.
Yes. Your turn does come after this. Apologies. I don't know why I was yes. So the rest of the crew has sprung into action and having been directed to fire the ballistas, it has attempted to they've attempted to shoot at this one. Surprisingly, somehow goes wide, but I think it's more to do with the fact that they were a little bit surprised still and had fumbled it a little bit. So this goes over from your ship and lands in the hull, and you see that it has pierced the hull of their ship, though it hasn't done as much damage as you would have hoped.
Yep.
However, Vale, it is now your turn. You have sprung up into action with the sounds of screaming and shouting.
I guess that's my cue. Run up to the deck of the ship, get a sense of the situation. Does it look like the other ship is beginning to attempt to board our ship?
So you can see that on the deck of the ship there are figures that are running around and have planks ready to attempt to chuck over.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, not planks. They have words. I can't word.
Ropes?
Yes, they have ropes. They have ropes that are ready to chuck over with grippy things on the end.
Grappling hooks.
That.
I am not much of a combat person, so I'll try to see 3 individuals in their ship that are attempting to throw some hooks over, and I want to cast Bane on 3 of them.
Oh, nice. Okay, go ahead. Is there a save?
Yes, it's a charisma saving throw, and I have to beat a 15.
Okay.
I think it was a Christmas saving throw for a second. What the fuck is that?
A what?
I heard Christmas because I'm clearly not with it.
Right here, right now, they have to prove they believe in Santa Claus, otherwise they fail the save.
Kind of fun.
Ding dong merrily on fail.
Do you believe in Santa Claus?
Probably
Does Santa Claus exist in this?
clearly not real.
Santa's just a really powerful wizard.
No, it's a warlock patron.
That makes more sense, yeah.
The world's scariest warlock patron. Someone's done that on stream, haven't they?
So
Can't remember. I think someone did.
you see that one of them that looks slightly I wouldn't say better dressed, but looks like they're directing the people on board in that they are totally fine. They just kind of smile and continue on. 2 of them. Tell me, what does Bane do again?
Save throw. Whenever saving throw, any attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract that number rolled from the attack or saving throw.
For sure.
So they get a little bit of a debuff.
Debuff.
Okay, so it's only attack roll and a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Okay, cool. So you have got 2 of them.
I don't really have a bonus action, so I'll just be prepared on the main deck of the ship, looking about and trying to like get a sense of what is happening. But that is my turn.
For sure. Okay, Ashy, you are on Hom's claw. What would you like to do? Because it is your turn.
I feel like this is really comfortable and safe, so I'm gonna stay there. Can I see the man on the wheel?
The man on the wheel.
I'm starting with the
Yeah, so the man in the mirror? No.
man on the wheel.
Yeah. Yes, you can. They are dressed somewhat similarly to yourselves, though their tricorn hat is bigger.
Oh,
It is bigger.
damn.
Now we're
And in
okay.
that glittering torchlight, in that flickering torchlight, you see that it is not just bigger; it is redder,
Lower.
and it's just that bit more stylish.
In an alternate universe, as she says to Hom, throw me as far as you can. I want that hat. But in
And
this
another
one,
universe, but not in this
but
one.
in this one, no, not in this one. How far is this person?
How far? So, when they came alongside, for the interest of not crashing their ship into yours and leaving themselves in a situation, I would say that they are, 20 feet?
Perfect. So what's going to happen is that Ashley,
Oh, sorry, 20 feet plus an extra 10. So they are 30, but the ship is 20 alongside.
yes. So it's 4, 5, 9. Cool. I'm going to cast a slip
Okay.
around that person. So it's the
Okay, roll me those dice then.
3rd level, so it's upcasted. So I'm going to roll 98
Uh-huh.
in a radius of 40 feet. So not only that person, but as many as
Okay, so,
others
and you
out
can
there.
center it on that person.
Yes.
Okay, so that will get...
Actually, no. Is there more people around this person?
Yes, there are several people on the...
Okay.
There's no one directly next to them, but there are several people on the deck of the ship. And 1 or 2, like, maybe up on that.
So there we go. I got 42. So I actually want just to affect the captain.
The captain begins to look a little drowsy, but then steels themselves and kind of like looks over towards your ship, and there's this kind of
Too many hit points.
Yes. And I roll really well.
grin.
I look at Hom and says like, he's sturdy, so let's kill him fast.
Okay.
Wait, kill him slowly and painfully. Yes.
Alright, creepy.
What has this captain ever done to you? Okay. Do you have any bonus actions?
Yes. How far is anybody else? How close is the closest?
The closest you're on your ship or their ship?
Their ship.
So 20. It would be 20. Because there are this bunch of people that are going to be attempting to board your ship. The veil is already baned.
Okay, no, they need to be 10 feet close.
I mean,
I guess
they will be.
Hold it.
Yeah, but I cannot prepare bonus
you cannot
actions.
Sure.
In that case, bardic inspiration to Hom. And I will be like, I'm loving this, but do you mind letting me go? And then I will just strategically position myself behind.
Okay, so it's more of a, like, okay, turn over, and then you kind of scamper behind Hom, who is towering in front of you. And as that happens, I would like... where is my dice?
Where is my die?
Yeah.
Where is my way up?
That was not that.
Okay.
Does a 13 hit your ship?
No. Well, it depends which bit.
No, it's going for the hull.
No.
Okay, so this ship fires two ballista shots that kind of go high and over the ship and don't hit you. But at the same time, it's almost as if they were attempting to distract, because at the same time there will be a little bit of a cloud. What is the ship's armor class?
18.
Okay. So there will be 2 grappling hooks that hit your ship, and 2 people begin to climb their way over, and then there will be shouts of, well, yes, essentially shouts of attack as these 2 people continue to climb up to climb those ropes that have now attached themselves to your ship. And you see that there are a couple of more people waiting to throw grappling hooks, and some other people queuing behind those.
Mm-hmm.
However, it is now your turn, Brian.
Ooh, me.
Yes, Brian.
Do you want me to use my bonus action now to sneak, or could we have said that I was already sneaking? Or
so you were certain that you got up at the kind of first sort of shouts of curiosity from your ship. So yeah, if you give me that stealth roll, and then
cool. Okay. I disappeared. There's my modifier. 18 plus 11.
I mean, you are quite literally the night or the sea.
Like
where have you gone? No one else knows.
So my plans are, I will have noticed Ashi trying to focus down on the helm and thinking that's actually a pretty good idea. I'm going to climb up and see if I can get some ropes to swing across to their boat, and then see if I can get above their captain.
I like it.
And then next turn, I'm going to try and just take
very
out
black
the
flag. Very, very black flag.
I like it. Okay.
Because I figure we've got a million wizards, so
okay.
I might as well.
I mean, okay. So I'm going to let you have got yourself into position already. Is there anything you want to do with your action? Because I mean,
well, I wasn't sure if you would have preferred me to have used my, because I can dash as a bonus action.
Okay, well, see, the thing is
I wasn't sure how much movement you would have wanted me to use to go up, across, down, stuff like that.
Oh, so you're still on your ship currently?
Okay.
But
yes, I'd like to swing across to their ship.
Yeah. So can you give me an acrobatics roll?
Yeah.
Go on.
And depending on how good it is, maybe you can do something else.
That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. So I will call out your bonus action. No, wait, because you haven't used it. You were already stealthed.
Fantastic. So I will sort of scamper across using their lines, and then I'd like to just hover above. And if I have my action, I might as well just use it to drop onto the whomever is captaining the helm currently.
Nice.
Wonderful. Okay, give me that. Give me that attack.
Would you count that as advantage?
Yes. Yes. You are so stealthy that no one has seen this happen. You have swung over incredibly carefully and almost with the feline agility that you've borrowed from your wonderful crewmate that is entirely your own as a sea elf, have snuck aboard this ship.
Well, I don't know what's aligned for this one, but that was a natural 20.
Oh,
Well,
And
okay.
anybody knows from seeing me in any other game, this never happens to me. So.
It was quite literally the sweetness of this action.
Yeah,
The dice gods chose to say hell yes. So please roll that damage.
If you're a rogue on a boat and you're not sneakily boarding a pirate ship trying to raid us in combat, like, what are you doing? And the dice are like, finally, someone fucking fine. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
So that's 11 on just the dagger, and then I'll do sneak attack.
Okay, and you're doubling these dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be lazy.
We have a 50.
So that's 66. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That was horrifically bad.
Oh.
3 2s, 1 3, 1 1, and a 6. So 16 on top.
27. Yeah.
Damage is damage.
Well, sorry?
Damage is damage.
Yeah, it is.
It's also the most swashbuckling thing ever, lest we forget.
Yeah. So as you swing over and scamper down the mast of the other ship and sneak over to behind the captain, tell me how this looks.
I just drop onto it.
Oh, drop onto
Just
it.
drop onto them.
So this captain is staring over at the other ship, has locked eyes on Ashi, who is now suddenly scampered behind Hum, and has this huge, toothy, pointed tooth grin. And
I don't have a toothy grin, unless I'm more were shark than I thought. I don't know.
No, the captain.
Oh, the captain's got a toothy grin.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then maybe within that 20, you're more than welcome to tell if I'm overdoing it. I'd quite like her to grab the mouth and nose as well to stifle any screams or shouts. If she can attempt to keep herself unseen for now, as she sticks the dagger like into the top shoulder, not quite landing where she thought it would, but it sort of really digging in, and she grabs the nose and mouth to stop the other crew members on the ship immediately noticing.
Well, if Ashi, if you're still peeking around the side of Hom, then you will see something land onto this thing, and the captain will just go down and will go prone underneath you, but like they are still kind of struggling underneath you, and there's like growling happening, and
growling.
It is their turn next. So
reassuring.
yes, very much.
She's got just like a really annoying grin on her face as she just like whispers under breath, "Hello."
Now, Lola, remember, Mike just did a cool thing. Should be encouraging and not immediately punishing with chomps and slices.
I just realized it's the second session.
Yeah.
It could be.
Oh no. Like second session curse. It's real.
Like, so here's the thing, right? That was incredibly fucking cool.
Very cool.
Lola, the DM, loved it.
However,
right? This captain, however, is
not
still
in the
very
game.
much alive.
Yeah.
Is currently struggling underneath Brine, so is going to be rolling with disadvantage, but is very unfucking happy.
Come on, give it. See what happens.
So,
I have faith.
what will happen is there will be a I don't think affronted is the right word.
I mean, it is. It is an affront to be stabbed from behind.
It's an incredibly angry and pained, but muffled, because you have covered the mouth, growl, and be like, "Get off me!" And will
Lola,
kind of,
surely you mean
I'm sorry, was that not muffled enough?
Just
Yeah, there we go.
oh, so scary.
This is good radio. It's good. It's like I'm there.
And they will attempt to they will attempt to push you off. So it's just a can you make an opposed strength check for me?
Oh, yes. I can definitely try. Oh, there we go. Welcome back. That was a natural one.
Okay, so you are thrown off as the captain does a...
Wait. Oh, it's a natural one, right?
Yeah.
Do it.
I don't have silver bar.
You fucking kidding me, Ali? Your one time.
The thing is, I because I have cutting words. But if you roll a nat one, for a total of what? Natural one for?
What's the...
Mike?
No. Brian is incredibly dexterous, but I don't think very strong.
Yeah, I was ready for
something sometimes.
I was ready for Mike to say 0. So that was better than I thought it was going to be.
No, I'm sorry. You're on your own in this one.
All right.
I mean, Brian is quite literally the only other person of your crew on that ship. So the captain has thrown you off and the same thing, drawn their sword and
I'm picturing that classic, like, she'll pull out her rapier as well at the same time, and like then I'll do a circle on the helm.
And then we'll, with a flourish, attempt to...
Oh, dear.
Oh, fuck, I can't see.
You've got it. Your AC's great.
That is a 22 to hit.
Never mind.
It's not that good.
Now cutting words it, Ali. Now cutting words it.
That does hit. I'll be fine.
Are you doing a thing, Ali, or not?
What is your
for
AC?
when I'm like in trouble.
What's your AC, Mike?
Yes.
16.
No. I need to roll no.
Okay.
Which I
Right.
don't. Yeah. It should be more than that.
So
I'm not wearing my own.
What's your dex mod?
+5.
And are you wearing studded or regular leather?
Oh, elven chain. So I don't have disadvantage while swimming.
Which means it's only up to a +4, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, but, so with that flourish and they reach out and like cut across you with the sword and do 11 damage to you, and they are standing up and squaring off against you. They seem pretty locked on you now. They haven't bothered to call out. It almost like this is personal for them now. They have taken their turn. Such the some of those people on the no, you know what? Well, there are a couple of grappling hooks that come over and also just plop into the water, and you imagine they have to be re-reeled in. However, they all kind of go in turn, unfortunately. So there is, you believe, possibly the reason that this ship was able to come alongside you in the night, dark. You see a little section of the ship begin to glow and light as... In fact, can you roll me a luck check? Wait, no, actually, the only two people that I definitely know are on the ship that on the main deck are Hom and Ashi.
I mean,
And
I'm also
Ashi.
there.
Vale's totally also there.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I am a big target.
Oh yes, you are there. Yeah. So I mean, give me a luck roll. Maybe give me with a disadvantage. Hom.
Okay. Just a d20 roll?
Yeah, D20, please. So you, Ashi, and Vale.
6.
For some reason, I cannot see my d20s. Well,
Sure. Yeah. No. One of you do it. I'm not gonna.
It's a 9, but I rolled a 6
so
with
it's-
disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So a 9 for you, Ashi. What did you get again, Vale?
13.
13. Okay, so it is definitely Hom. You are the biggest target. And that is a... Ooh. That was odd. Sorry. That is a... No, this is not going to hit you. That's a 15 to hit.
That is my AC.
That is your AC?
Yup. I'm a barbarian. I know AC.
I thought you had a much higher AC than
No,
that.
no. My AC is 15, but my hit points are high.
Yes. So this glow that has kind of started to form and crackle on the deck of the other ship lances out towards you and kind of locks on to Hom. And I need you to take... Oh, I need the right die.
Some damage, presumably?
It was only a 4. It's only a 4.
Only a 4?
Yeah.
4?
4.
Does Hom notice?
I mean,
Tom is
I
affronted.
rolled badly, okay?
Wait, what is it? Is it lightning? What kind of damage is it?
Oh, yeah, it's lightning damage.
Yep. Oh.
It is lightning damage, but that it is locked onto you.
Oh, I see. It's a witch bow now.
And I just rolled really low. So that's kind of
Who
embarrassing.
shot that bolt at Han?
There was a glowing section of deck as described
Yeah,
earlier.
sorry. Like lit up by that almost connecting bolt is by the mast this figure that appears to be in robes.
Okay.
Sounds like another wizard.
No, definitely not.
Can't trust him.
Yeah.
Definitely
We've
not.
been very clear on this. Wizards are not trustworthy.
Got the person in the crew, but
However, it is the wizard on your side, untrustworthy or not, or trustworthy. One
Which
would
one?
hope. Two-tooth metal. There is only one wizard on your side. There is only one wizard on your side.
So Lola, I'm imagining there's a lineup of crew members on this boat who are all having, swirling their grappling hooks and looking to, kind of like stand on the edge.
There are a number
check
of
them
them.
over.
Yes, there are a number of them. Maybe like 5 or 6. Though there are 2 that are already on those ropes and looking to be boarding your ship.
Don't worry about those ones.
Next time.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry so much about those. So Myrtle is going to like look around and see that we're being semi-boarded and attacked, and there's a lot going on, and probably even potentially sees that Brian is already over on the other ship, just having a circling duel to the death.
I think that this sparking like lightning and everything is probably illuminated a good part of the day, at least in flashes. So yeah, you can see.
Lovely. Myrtle is going to yell out first to Brian and say, hold on, we'll come and get you. We'll help you. One
Thereby
second.
alerting everyone on their ship that Brian is
Just send Hom.
there. Okay, if they didn't know that you were on there before, now
I give
everyone
it
is.
away.
Legit. But Myrtle first is going to say, "Go get him, Polly," and then looks down not at his parrot familiar, but at his animated spellbook that he often kind of scoots around on.
Yeah.
And the spellbook actually starts flapping like it's a bird and flies 60 feet over onto the other ship. This is a wizard school ability that I have where I can make my animated spellbook go and do things. And the thing that this animated spellbook is actually going to do is it is going to fly over and really just perch itself really nicely right on one end of where all of these 5 or 6 would-be boarders are all kind of lining up and waiting. And as they kind of all turn to look at the book that has suddenly flapped over at them, there is another spark of electricity because I can cast spells through my spell book when it is like this, and I would like to cast Lightning Bolt on all of them. Please.
Lovely.
So if they could make me a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, I would be much appreciative.
Nice.
Okay, well, I think some of these might get a little bit crispy. We never know. Well, yes, they are very crispy because that is a nat 1.
That one's in a lot of trouble.
That is a nat 1. Please tell me, how much damage do you do?
All around me are
They are
crispy
so dead.
faces.
It's I believe.
How many targets can you hit? Sorry.
It is any number in 100 feet, in 100-foot line.
Okay.
It just goes. It's just 5 feet wide, but if they're all lined up, all kind of like on the edge of the boat, it just goes out 100 feet. So it goes like off the boat practically.
Look,
Because
the fools stood in a row.
Yeah, those 5 that are in line there kind of see your book flapping over. I imagine it flaps fade. I don't know. Have no idea. Perch and kind of look at it weirdly, only to be illuminated and shocked and contorting in pain. And then after that happens, it's just the silhouette of all of them just begins to crumble to the deck of ash. And I will also say that you do a little damage to the ship at the same time.
It was 30 points of damage, 8d6 total. So
That's good.
Yeah.
It's above average.
Where's the penny?
Another
rolled
boring
several
maths.
ones and several 6s. So
No, makes sense.
it all balanced.
It's average on 8d6. 3.5 times 8.
Very nice.
27. I think.
Very nice. So the I have to reduce the crew numbers, sorry.
To reduce their crew size. Yeah, you do. Are the ropes that they threw over that are grappled in still held, or are those people also ash?
No, so it would be tied to the rail.
Gotcha.
Because it's trying to provide a stable thing for, So the crew has been reduced by 5. Well done. And it is... Oh, sorry. Did you have any bonus actions? Or was that cool?
No, so that was bonus action was sending it over there and like conjuring it up and that kind of stuff, and then action to cast. So that is the end of my turn.
Wonderful. Okay. So with that, the people that were about to go are no more.
This is why you don't trust wizards, but also why you hire wizards to go on your own.
Yeah. Okay. However, there are still people on the deck of the ship that, fortunately, were not
in a line.
We're not attempting to board your ship at the time. However, they do not have anything ranged. So what will happen is, as you have shouted to each other and alerted them to the fact that Brian is on your ship,
Who's
they
Brian?
will. Sorry?
Who's Brian?
No.
You will have this kind of burly lady
Ooh.
climb to the deck that you are on and charge at you. I can't fucking see that. Why did you put that? Okay, there was a 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Yeah.
Burly bird cry.
And a 17 to hit.
Ooh.
17 does hit.
Okay. That will be... six damage.
Oh.
How you looking?
Yeah, fine for now.
Cool. So you now have two people. One that is, I guess, come to the side of you, and the captain that has advanced from the front, who's still like very personally locked on you. However, after that, it is finally Holmes' turn.
Okay, Lola, I have some questions.
Please.
Number one, could I reach the other deck of the ship by jumping?
What is your... Oh, shit. I'm working on strength. What is your long jump?
I've got an 18 strength, so I can jump... What is the... I've got the jump calculator somewhere.
Yeah, I do have it here. So your strength score is 18 and you are
7 foot tall.
7 foot,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I'm massive. I'm 7, 8. We have never established it, but you're welcome to use whatever you need for the
It's on
point.
D&D Beyond, in fact.
Is it?
Yes, you can click on the walking speed, and it calculates your long jump and your high jump.
That's amazing. I didn't even know that. New things you learn every day. Whereas
So with a running start, your long jump is 18 feet.
is that enough to get across?
No, because it's 20 feet away.
Okay.
However, I would allow you to attempt it with a dex check to grab a dex save to grab the side of the ship.
I'm not good at them. Right. Question 2. If I use the grappling hook ropes that they threw to get over onto our ship, which the fools, they let me get onto their ship, what would it take for me?
There are two people in the way. You would have to. Yeah. Yes, I know. I know that this is not much of a challenge for you. However, you would have to do it's 20 foot.
20 foot ropes, but could I move across it at speed, or would it take me half movement or something like that to get across?
It would be half movement to do it. Do it carefully, but you would need to do an acrobatics to do it without it costing you anything. It's either a dex save to like grab the side of the ship, or you're a lobster. You're fine underwater. If you land in the water, all you have to do is
Too far away from the action. I don't like it. Okay. Question 3.
How does lightning work when you're interacting with water?
How does what? How does what?
No,
Lightning.
You are witch bolted.
I would fall out of range if I fell. It's only 30 feet. Question 3. Can I reach both grappling hooks? Are they nearby, or are they really widely spaced apart?
No. They are. Like your ship is it's 70 foot long, but they are on the main deck. They're coming for you. So they're within 30 feet of each other.
Cool. Then in which case, can I grab both grappling hooks?
Not in the... You could grab one and run over to the other and grab the other.
Can I tear them out of the deck and grab them?
You can do some strength checks to do so.
All right. Well,
I am well aware that you'll probably make it, but this will be your action.
That's totally fine. I will start by raging.
For sure.
Which means I get 5 temp HP, I think. No? Well, when do I get the temp HP? It's a question for me, not for you. When I use reckless attack, never mind. So I will start raging. Okay. I will then grab both grappling hooks. What I want to do is the bodybuilder, like, rope thing. I want to shake both the people off into the water by going and get them both off.
Okay, please. So that will be... I'm just going to make it 3. So you've got 1 for each of them to pull them out of the ship, and then another.
Are they attack rolls, athletics checks? What would you like?
No, see, it would be strength. Like, how would it be athletics?
It can just be strength checks, but obviously my mod's lower because you can't have any skill-based stuff on top of it. It's just
I think it is just brute strength ripping it out of the deck.
All right.
So I mean, I'll allow an athletics for the.
Okay, so it's a 19 to rip the first one out of the deck.
Yeah.
Can't see that one. And a 21 to rip the second one out of the deck.
Yeah.
And then 15 on athletics to shake them both off.
So that is your DC to be. Okay, one of them. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off screen. One of them manages to stay on. The other is kind of like looking at you, horrified, as they're attempting to grip onto them, and just kind of like one hand comes off, and the other, and as it's shaking, and just kind of goes as they fall into the water.
Were any of these the people I baned, or are they lightninged?
No, the ones you baned are very crispy, very ashy, very much just
They're
charcoal.
silhouettes.
Cool.
No, they're just charcoal on the deck at this point.
Then, in which case, the grappling hook that I tore out that had the person on it, I will just throw overboard, and the other one I will grab hold of and run and jump to try and get onto the other side.
So you've already taken your action and your movement.
Oh, what? It took 30 feet. I've got 40 feet of movement.
Okay. But you can't jump to the other side.
Is jumping an action?
No, but you don't have enough movement to get to the other side. Your little jump isn't long enough.
I'm holding on to the grappling hook, so I've torn it out.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is basically run up, holding onto the rope and jump off the edge, getting as close as I can to the far side.
Tarzan-like.
Okay. You won't make it onto the other ship.
I'm still holding the rope. I'm still holding it, and there's another person right there looking terrified, I hope. So.
Yeah, so I'm going to, on that same...
This is the worst day of this person's life.
Okay, so with that extra bit of movement, they slightly lose their grip and slide towards you. So that at this point, you are holding the rope here, and they are now face to face with you with this look of horror.
I have
Absolute
two sets of
horror.
arms. My actual hands are just there going, and the two claws are holding onto the rope. And I'll just say,
You probably don't want to be here.
this is honestly what we're going to get from that situation. There are no longer any grappling hooks on the ship, so everyone else is fine, and we're good. So I'm happy with the result of this. Yep.
Okay. So, just to set the scene, at this point, yes, I guess you will have fallen out of range of this witch bolt. Let's have that.
30 feet total, so I'm fine if I'm still getting...
No, you won't be. You won't be out of range if you're going to be on this thing. So no, you won't be out of range because you're also much closer to the ship. However... Yeah, so you are hanging off the side of that ship, and it's almost like this. There is this piece of lightning that is still sort of attached to you, but there is a little less people on deck. It seems like it's mostly just the officers on deck now.
And there's no more grappling ropes, so
yes,
you know.
And there are no more grappling ropes on your ship. There are a little bit of holes in your ship. However, it is now the crew's turn. What would you like the crew to do?
Shoot the captain.
Does the ballista have
Smash the boat.
good aim?
Going.
Bride's
we
a
could
strong
just,
swimmer.
Fire up the hull, yeah.
The thing is, the hull's going to have like 300 plus hit points. It'll take forever to break it through, whereas targeting the captain, just imagine Brian there going, we got this duel, flying across the
So as the captain is, however, a moving target. So it is going to be much harder to hit the captain.
Shoot the wizard. Wizard ain't moving.
It is a much smaller target on the ship, but we can definitely go for something like that. Like it's gonna be harder to do.
Hey, wizard's got no AC.
Would it be disadvantage?
Yeah, it is hard to see, but yeah.
Then yeah, first one at the wizard. Let's see what we got. So that's going to be a 14 plus 6, 30, 20.
Yes.
I'll roll the damage first just to see.
I love the idea. Just like, oh, hey, it's just a normal comment. Something a bolt the size of a fucking tree. It's just.
I mean, why not?
Wait, okay. Sorry, I'm confused.
Guys,
Never trust the wizards.
If we stop attacking this ship, can we take over the ship?
It's a cool
You
ship.
don't have
Right?
enough crew. Sorry,
I
what
have an
was-
unseen servant.
We're gonna have to
we
scuttle
can make
it.
it
We're
stretch.
gonna have to scuttle it. It's just a
What
thing.
is... Sorry, Phil, what was your... Sorry, what was the 33? And what was
So
the...
I rolled 2d20 just to represent disadvantage. It was
Sure,
a 19
sure.
and a 14. 14
Sure.
being the lower.
Yeah.
So dirty 20 just to add the 6 on top of that.
Okay, so yes, you definitely hit the wizard.
It's 9 points of damage for the first hit.
Boo!
Not the
9
highest.
from a
Yeah,
tree.
Very small tree.
Yeah. So I will say that was more of a glancing blow. You hit the mast next to it, and it got the wizard got caught by the shrapnel. Hang on, let me roll a.
Hey, we can take their booty because they're pirates.
Yeah.
They'll have loads of booty that they've stolen. We can go. Thanks, guys. You just
Did
failed
they
that
fail
con
their
save, did you there,
concentration?
Lola? Is that what happened? Did you just lose concentration on the witch pod? Is that what happened there?
Yeah, that is what happened because I rolled a nat 1.
I mean, in the wizard's defense,
It's
I got
entirely
shot-
fucking unexpected.
if I got shot with a giant just tree arrow, I might lose my concentration a bit too.
It's a little bit, yeah.
Totally reasonable.
Yes. Yes.
Man.
Okay.
I had a second one as well at the same wizard.
I mean,
Oh my god.
Love the idea that the Brian's right there going, no, help!
This poor wizards.
This wizard that did 4 points
We'll
of
get to
damage is
Brian.
clearly the biggest threat. Roll
This poor
2.
wizard does not have shield. They are
do not trust wizards.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was only a 13 to AC.
Oh, that does not hit.
Okay.
Let's just lie down
God,
flat.
I'm watching
the
for it now.
relief, the relief you had in
It
your
is
voice,
very much
Lola,
like,
was
holy
like,
shit, and
hit
it's
the
kind of like
deck.
a scamper away from
Just looking across at the crew of our ship, and they're just there by the whistle going,
Oh dear.
Terrifying.
we are
Yeah,
the bad
they-
guys.
Oh, but yeah, I'll concede to that.
Yeah, they're not happy. My wizard is very unhappy, obviously. Though they don't look that like they look very affronted, but they're not looking particularly badly hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Vale, however, it is your turn.
Gosh, I have 2 options here. Does anybody else have that wizard on lock? 'Cause I might be able to help Brian out a little bit.
I have a few options. I was also thinking about maybe trying to debuff the captain kind of person, but I can do anything. Like there's a lot between right now and when I go,
Very
so
true.
I can just react to whatever the fuck happens.
If
So
you've
you do
got-
what you want.
If anyone's got a vortex warp, I can start tanking damage for Brian whenever.
Sadly, I've got
Yeah,
no-
and also I'm pretty. Once my turn comes up, I'm not actually in as horrific a position as it might look.
No.
You're surrounded by 2 people, right?
They're
captain
they're
and-
stuck on this boat with me.
Yes. I'm going to make that day just a little bit worse. You said that Brian is surrounded by like both the captain and like this
Yeah.
half-orc. Okay.
Hunky lady.
No, the half-orc is your side.
Oh.
Your first mate. Their first mate is not quite so hefty. Well,
So, it's a burly lady, you said.
yeah, it was a burly lady, but it wasn't another half-orc.
She's also not
Burly
very good at
All
fighting.
burly ladies are...
I don't know. Yeah, that was me. That's on me. So it's just the captain next to Brian right now?
And the burly lady.
Oh, no, and the burly lady.
Oh, no, sorry.
But it's not...
It's not a half orc, just a burly
It's
lady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm calling it right now? This is a burly short lady.
Mhm.
This is a
Those are ladies.
dwarven lady.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, Burly Lady and
burly
Captain,
lady.
I'm going to cast Hold Person on a 3rd level. So,
Okay.
with some saving throws.
Ugh.
Insta crits, by the way, Mike.
Yes. Have fun with that.
Okay.
Is this your friend? I killed your friend.
Okay. Where's the... sorry, wisdom saving throws, did you say?
Freeze.
And your DC is definitely
15.
higher than that.
Yeah.
Frozen.
So yeah, they both fail.
That's fucking dumb.
Having this amazing duel. Why are they moving?
And I use my movement to take cover so that no one can see me.
Oh, that's great. Oh,
Okay, where are you taking cover? No, not behind them.
I mean, like, I'll like head into the cabins
yeah,
if I need
okay.
to. Yeah.
just walk away. Just
Hey,
drop
have
it
fun, everyone.
and
I'm
walk
out.
away.
Okay. Right. Well, after that, punishing turn for this crew. Oryx, Ashbane, Ashi.
Yes.
I'm sorry, your cover ran away to
Yeah.
Have fun.
I don't think there is. I mean, Ashi is just like, we had this under control, right? Like, no risk at all. Like, am I even here?
I
Can I
love
go
our
back
reaction,
to
just like
sleeping?
these fuckers ain't got nothing. All right, cool.
Yeah. So bonus action. It doesn't. I don't think we need this, but anyways, bonus action, healing word to Brian.
Okay.
For second level, yeah, second level. For 9 points of healing.
Ooh.
And then let's kill the wizard with 2 Eldritch Blast, please.
Okay.
Oh,
So the first one is a 12
Does not
to hit.
hit. Does not hit.
Gosh, 15
Just hits the AC, yeah?
nice.
for 6 points of damage.
Okay. Cool. Where? Okay. Yep.
That's it. I'm gonna take seat. Is there in like
You're gonna
barrel?
just take a seat on the rail. Honestly, I'm offended by all of you.
Ali, do you spark up? Like, is this like a?
Airship
She
is
takes
gonna
the skull and starts like having some pot out of it.
Start bubbling.
go. Their ship is going to go.
Yeah, but who's left?
There is still a sizable number of crew.
Yeah, but they're below deck. Oh, are they not? Oh.
Right, that is one of the ballistas coming onto the firing onto the deck of your ship. Let's actually roll the damage. Where's the damage? Where is the damage? Yeah. Why can't I tell which one is a D10? So that is 20 damage to your ship.
But to the hull,
Yes, to the hull.
guys.
No,
Guys.
sorry, that went onto the main deck, so that would be to the mast.
Well, it's either the sails or the hull.
Yeah, so it'll be the sauce.
So firing at the sails.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that it doesn't hit, it goes wide. So that is the crew, but you have a well, okay.
What?
This crew member, I have no idea what they are gonna do.
The last one left on the deck, is that?
No, I'm talking about the one that is directly in your face. It's
right.
now their turn. Like...
Listen, buddy, I've been in your position before. I mean, I haven't, but I can imagine, and just get off.
There is a look of fear at you, and a look of fear back up onto the deck.
Just swim away. No one will know.
They will attempt.
We can always use more crew for our
to
second
swing
boat
at you
for the armada we're building.
Give me an intimidation check.
What, that skill I statted? I'm going to use the inspiration. 18.
Okay.
It's a D8, right, Ali?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oof. Unfortunately, their bosun is a hell of a fucking lot scarier than you.
Really?
Yeah, like that's a natural 20 or 23.
No, I agree. Really?
So there is no criticals in checks, right? So cutting words here.
Okay. So
that's fuck.
one. Okay, so
one.
it's still a 22 to your 18.
That's fine.
So it's not like it matters that much. Okay. It will attempt to swing at you with the club and
with a club?
13.
With a 13?
Yeah.
It's just going to crack across my back and do nothing.
Yeah.
That was a bad choice.
Imagine that. Seeing that hesitation, I think what the bosun that is staring down at this is going to do is just gonna cut that rope.
Cool.
Yeah. So, welcome to make me a deck save.
All right. 13.
Okay. I think that it takes you a little bit to get your bearings, and so you are now further down the side of the ship. Let me just check how the fuck it.
How tall are the sides, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just checking. You know?
How many decks has it got?
It has 1, 2, 3, 4 decks.
I think each deck's about 10 feet.
So you'll be about 40 feet down.
Okay.
So, okay. So you're not in the water. You just, So you manage to stick your claw into the side of the wood.
Fun.
Yeah, cool. The other deck, the deckhand / pirate has literally gone falling towards you. Will kind of like bounce off you and into the water.
Told you.
Yeah. I think it's a case of like, there is no way of winning this thing. They are damned if they do and damned if they don't. Okay, and that... Okay, they only get one attack. So they're fine. Brian, however, it is your turn. How would you like to make a mincemeat of these two wonderfully held people just for you?
Well, hopefully, as the dwarf sort of seizes up, I'll sort of glance over and be like, I'll deal with you next. And she'll look at the captain. Sorry, I'll deal with you after. And she'll look to the captain. You might have heard of krakens and other creatures of the deep dark, but have you ever heard of a hom? Because you've got one attached to the side of your ship. And then I'm gonna skip across, sort of do like a half, fake off, where she'll fake and then skid onto one knee and slice the ankles of the captain.
who's
Success.
paralyzed.
So you're going to be rolling with advantage.
It's not. No, it's an
Alright.
auto crit. I think if you hit, it's an auto crit or something like that.
I think you still roll with to attack, but if you hit, it's an auto crit.
There we go.
Yeah, with a 17 to hit. Oh, cool. So
Yes.
if that's an auto crit,
Crit time, baby.
And because
Oof.
it's advantage, yeah, there's still sneak attack damage.
Hey, they don't know it's coming. They can't move.
I mean, they're very aware that it's coming.
Are they?
that's
If
13.
Brian's moved out of eye line, they have no idea what's going on.
That's 13 on the dagger,
Hmm.
and then we'll do sneak attack and 20 on the sneak attack.
33.
That captain. I mean, they're still frozen in place, but if you were to have come back round to the front of them, you would see the light die in their eyes with this kind of horrified, like, I don't know, eyes are incredibly expressive. There's like this look of excruciating pain, and then like just the eyes go dull. Dark.
That's what happens
So-
to ghost pirates.
As almost she won't herself even look. As immediately she slices, lets it drop, and then she will literally just disappear off back into the rough, the ropes, and I'll take the hide action. Sorry,
Okay.
the bone, my cutting action hide,
Okay.
and just
Roll me
disappear.
these stealth.
And hopefully, touch wood, disappear again.
Did you have a plus 11? It's pretty freaking hard not to.
For a 22.
Nice.
Yeah. You are gone again. Okay. So you have left the floatsmate in place, the captain very much downed. Okay. Next up, however, you'll find that a couple people run up onto deck because the ship is not moving anywhere. Not currently, anyway.
Mhm.
And we'll look and see if there's anyone on deck. There isn't, but they will. I'm going to. Yeah, no, they attempt to shoot crossbows at the deck of your ship, and they both go wide. So one goes like straight over the top, the other one lands short. And with that, you have the wizard going again, who is entirely frustrated and not enthused at the situation of being hit by ballista. So
You'll hear very faintly from the distance, "Run away!"
you see that the fog that was laying low on the water that had somewhat shrouded the ship, it begins to rise and cover the deck of the ship in that kind of in a radius across the deck of the ship.
Mhm.
And that is what they do.
If
It
only I
is
knew I
now
was
your. Sorry?
having a wizard duel. I prepared things so differently to assert my dominance as the best
Well-
wizard on the high seas.
Come on,
Yeah.
it's your game now to wizard duel this out, mate. That's you know.
I know, but
Yes, however, that wizard duel will have to happen next time. Next time.
Boo!
right. That gives me a lot of time to just switch out what spells I have prepared.
No, you
Don't worry
can't.
about it.
You
It's
can't
fine.
switch anything out.
I didn't say that. I would never.
Looking at your character sheet right now.
Screenshot.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for being part of this. I wouldn't say high stakes. This crew has it very much. Look, I think the stakes are just the general, like, oh, maybe we have a target on our backs.
Yeah,
There's this
medium
thing
rare.
on top. However, yes, this crew, I think they're pretty capable. But if you enjoyed tonight, we play every Monday, alternating with Fracture.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be fortnightly, essentially. You will see this coming off, and we have 2 more of this wonderful high seas game-ish thing. But it's from 6 p.m. GMT and BST, because we are in summertime.
It is indeed
now.
the summertime.
It is the summertime. 'Tis the summertime and 10 a.m. Pacific time. We also play on Tuesdays, which is currently reruns of some of our fantastic back catalogue. I'm not sure where we are at the moment, but it's all
Probably still Sea of Swords. So more swashbuckling shenanigans.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes. So also from 6 p.m. BST, 10 a.m. BST, PT. You can also join us on Friday, again from the same times, for Talk Together or Talking is a Free Action, our talk show. And with that, good night. Bye.